Good morning, Resilience Talk Network Nation. We're glad to have you here for our morning kickstart. I'm Jay.
And I'm Brad.
And we're going to give you a little kickstart to get you through the weekend. It's Friday.
Already.
Already.
Man, another week flies by.
That's right. Okay, let's get this started with a quote from William Cobbett.
Okay.
Said, and I've heard this said from many people, you never know what you can do until you try. It's pretty straightforward.
It's pretty straightforward.
Something.
And I totally agree.
What goes along with that is don't tell somebody it can't be done, because they'll probably show you that it can.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think that to add on to that, Jay, as I think back when I was young and I ran the 50-yard dash for the first time. Well, guess what? I came in last.
Yeah.
And so I automatically thought, I'm not very fast, so I'm just not going to run anymore because I wasn't born with quickness. But then when I got to play football, when I started in 8th grade, and I had some pretty, let's just say, stern coaches who pushed me to the nth degree. And guess what? I ended up being like the 3rd fastest guy on my team. But it was because I practiced. But again, it was a matter of if I didn't go out there and do what you said, and at least try and put myself out there and play football and allow myself to be pushed like I was, I would have never known that.
Yeah. Well, I like what you say. If you add the word yet, I'm not very fast yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a very good football player yet. I'm not a very good podcaster yet.
I think you are.
Well, I'm learning every day, and I get better. I hope I get better every day.
Yes, you do.
Anyway.
Well, as promised, I promised on Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember when it was, but I'd talk about motivation today to send us off on Friday. What causes motivation in people? Well, unfortunately, it's on a scale. I wished I could draw you a little picture, but just kind of picture one side being like an arrow. I'll just make it, this is my arrow here. And the other side being an arrow, but it's kind of like pointing towards it. Well, what happens is we're standing right in the middle here, and we have a choice. We can be motivated by what's called towards motivation. In other words, we're working towards something. We have a vision, and we have a dream, and we have a goal, and it's something we're working towards. That can be motivating. But unfortunately, the majority of people in our country are motivated by this one here, which is called away from. Okay. So in other words, we wait until we absolutely have to take action. Like our car is going to be what do they call that thing? It's going to be picked up by the bank the next day. And then all of a sudden we get in a hurry and we go ask all of our friends for money so that we can pay for our car so it doesn't get repossessed. Okay. We wait till the last minute on our electric bill, and then there's motivation to get out there and do it, especially on the times when the power's cut off. And I've been there. I know. Okay. You get very motivated. What can I do to get my power back on? Okay. Well, you always have a choice of when you're going to do things. Are you going to let things slide until the life catches up to you and forces you to do it? I make these as spikes because the spikes hit us in the butt, right? And then we have to do something about it. But either way, we get motivated. And that's why I say life motivates us, whether we like to or not. And so always work on being in the middle or working towards the towards end of it. You'll be a lot happier, okay? Because like I talked a little bit about that yesterday, about being having our bar set a little bit higher. When we were talking about the big lies, we gotta set our bar a little bit higher. The way if you're not happy with the way things are, increase the things that, I've heard this said in so many different ways. My friend Marshall Silver used to always say that if you want to have more things, increase your bills. or more motivation. I said, forgive me here. He didn't say it was, if you wanted more motivation, increase your bills, because we always tend to get our bills paid for. And I'm not saying go out and get in debt. I am not saying that at all. But see, you can make a bill for yourself every week or every paycheck called savings, and put it in your psyche that you have to pay it just like any other bill. Do that and watch. If you do it for a consistent number of weeks, months, whatever it takes, all of a sudden you'll figure out ways to increase your income. because your bills have been increased. So if you want to buy a boat, again, don't go get in debt with it. Create a fund that says, this is my boat fund, and treat it as something that's just like your power bill. You have to pay it, and watch what happens. Okay, give it a little shot. Play around with it until you figure it out. You'll eventually figure it out for your way of doing things, and you'll be glad you did. All right, so understand that with the motivation. We can live where most Americans live, in that away from. So we're just trying to stay ahead of the game and just, barely make it by. Or we can put ourselves out there, like Jay was saying, got to take some risks sometimes. That way we can put ourselves out there and make things happen. So anyway.
I've done that a couple of times. I've created a car fund, and I'd much rather earn interest than pay interest to the bank.
Absolutely.
My next car. I'm not always successful at that because sometimes the cars need to be replaced sooner than I want to. But anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I do have one question for you. If you don't pay the exorcist, do you get repossessed?
Ooh. Ooh. I need to put some thought into that one. That is
my dad joke.
What's that?
That's my dad joke for the day.
Gotcha. That kind of goes along with people in the mortician business or the mortuary business. Are they committing a sin by praying for more business? Never mind.
Anyway. So today kind of fits in with this the quote and with your tip.
Okay, fun fact for the day
is there's no better day than today, National Take a Chance Day on April 23rd. So April 23rd is National Take a Chance Day, to stick your neck out and go for it.
Okay.
Heard it said the biggest risk is not taking one.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah, still taking chances just doesn't come naturally for many of us. And then one of the reasons we're having these morning kickstarts is to get you started. Still taking chances. If you fall in the category of risk averse, today you might find some inspiration to finally take that leap and go for the dreams you've been hesitant to pursue. So there's a lot of first things. We've talked about a lot of first steps you can take. Get out of that box you were raised in.
Yeah.
You never know until you try. If you're too comfortable, it's time to move on.
Right.
It's
you're not happy where you're at. Don't complain. Change course.
That's right. Now, I'm not saying go out and try base jumping.
No.
First time without ever having any parachuting experience or any experience in that kind of thing. Yeah. Don't unnecessary, reasonable risk.
Reasonable risks.
Reasonable risk.
See, that fits.
Reasonable risk that you've been trying and thinking about, and then it'd be really nice if we could do this kind of thing. Take that today. Take that step. Get on that staircase. So.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Go out and take a chance today. Do something different that you have never done before, that you've always wanted to do. So anyway, we really appreciate you listening. We want to say thank you to all of you who listen and make comments. It lets us know that we're maybe helping somebody out there. Please send us questions that you have that we maybe be able to answer, thoughts, ideas, all those kind of things. And we're available on all of your podcast outlets now. And like we say, we'd love to hear from you. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday morning.
All right. See you Monday, guys. Have a great weekend.